Hi there, I'm Chef Bill with the Culinary Institute of America, and today we make pesto. Pesto is incredibly simple to make, but also incredibly versatile. You can use it for salad dressings, in soups, in pasta dishes like we're going to do later on. So let's get started. You can make pesto from all different kinds of herbs. The traditional is basil. I've had it with sage. I've had it with arugula. Today we're going to make it with parsley. And you don't have to waste a lot of time picking the leaves off the stems. That's it. I'm going to take these parsley leaves and just throw them into boiling salted water. And what's going to happen is that this process, this blanching process, is going to fix the color of this pesto so that when I use it later on, it will be incredibly bright and vibrant. It does not take a long time. It's done already. When the color gets dark, take it out, and I'm going to shock it in cold water just to take the heat out of it. I want it to stay bright and vibrant and green. All right, so we'll cool it off. And next, just so that we don't have a watery pesto, I'm going to squeeze the excess moisture out of this, but it goes very, very quickly. And the heavy lifting from this point forward is done by the blender. So in goes the parsley. In goes garlic. Now, this is just chopped up garlic, but don't spend too much time chopping it up. The blender can do the hard work. I've got some lemon zest, which gives a nice, bright, fresh flavor to this parsley. You can take that lemon zest off with a box grater, but I've got a microplane here. This is a tool I really, really love. It makes every chef feel sort of like an executive. So you can see how effective it is at giving me just the colorful part of the lemon, which is where the flavor is. I don't want the white, bitter part below, just the zest. So that goes in as well. I'm going to add some salt and pepper. I'm going to put some small amount of olive oil in here. And here we are. I just turned that off so that I could talk a little bit to you. You may have a little bit of difficulty early on getting this to catch. That's what I call it. Getting it to catch in the blender. And really what it demands is enough olive oil so that it's liquid. This dish really depends on a really good quality extra virgin olive oil for its flavor. And the great news is that you will be hard pressed to find a healthier oil anywhere in the world. As far as health is concerned, extra virgin olive oil is kind of top of the heap. Plenty of monounsaturated fats that are actually protective against heart disease. So don't be shy with the olive oil. Now, this is pureed very, very nicely. I'm going to finish it up with some almonds. And I'm also going to add some cheese. Now, first, a word or two about the almonds. The almonds were a choice that I made, but this could be pistachios, this could be pine nuts, this could even be walnuts or hazelnuts. I had them, they were toasted, and so I ran with it. The cheese, this is Parmesan cheese. It's grated on a box grater, and typically I don't add it until the end. Sometimes when this is grinding and smoothing out, pureeing in the food processor or the blender, it can get a little bit warm, and you don't want the cheese really to melt. You want to just mix it in. So I add that at the end as well. We'll put the lid on and just scrape down the side so that you're sure that there's no big chunks in here. And we are just about done. Let's take a look at what we've got. It smells great. That parsley has a wonderful freshness to it. And you can see it holds its shape in a nice dollop. Make sure you don't leave any behind. It's just too delicious to waste any of it. All right, so maybe you have more pesto than you need for your dinner. And let me share a great trick. I took excess pesto yesterday and I put it into an ice cube tray. Once these things have frozen solid, I put them into a Ziploc bag and I set them aside in the freezer where they can live very happily, conservatively for about 3 months. So keep them in the freezer, and when you're making a batch of soup, open it up and throw in a cube or two. When you're making a pizza, let some thaw and you can spread it on along with your tomato sauce. This, I think, is a brilliant, brilliant idea. All right, start to finish, 2-3 minutes to make a great batch of pesto that'll be on hand for meals for the next 3 months. Easily the hardest part of this is doing the washing up, but I can guarantee you that this is going to make a really, really delicious pasta.